In the early morning of September 1st, 1939, the sound of cannons echoed across Europe once more. The most violent conflict of the 20th century began, World War II, a war that altered the shape of the world, redrew borders, and claimed tens of millions of lives. Chapter 1. Background and causes of the war. Before the first bullet was fired, Europe was simmering beneath the surface. At the end of World War I in 1918, Germany emerged defeated and humiliated by the Treaty of Versailles, imposed on them with harsh terms. The act reduced their military, demanded hefty reparations, and stripped them of vast lands. At the same time, Europe and the world faced a severe economic crisis in the 1930s known as the Great Depression. Unemployment and poverty swept across societies, economies collapsed, and political extremism surged. From the ashes of these crises arose Adolf Hitler, leading the Nazi Party to power in Germany in 1933. He began rearming the country, defiantly challenging the Treaty of Versailles, transforming Germany into a military state with an aggressive expansionist narrative, vowing to restore German glory. Across the globe, Japan began invading China and parts of Asia driven by colonial ambitions, while fascist Italy led by Mussolini conquered Ethiopia. The leading causes of World War II were the unjust Treaty of Versailles towards Germany, the rise of fascist and Nazi regimes, global economic crisis, military expansion in Europe and Asia, the failure of the League of Nations to prevent aggression. Chapter 2. Outbreak and expansion of the war. On September 1st, 1939, Germany invaded Poland from the west using a new tactic known as Blitzkrieg, a blend of aerial, tank, and infantry attacks executed at high speed that overwhelmed Polish defenses. 2 days later, Britain and France declared war on Germany. The war began expanding. In 1940, Germany seized Denmark and Norway, then Belgium and the Netherlands, and shortly after, France fell. In June 1941, Germany invaded the Soviet Union in one of history's largest military operations. In December 1941, Japan bombed Pearl Harbor, prompting the United States to enter the war. Thus, the European War turned into a comprehensive global conflict. Chapter 3. Participating countries in the war. More than 100 countries participated in World War II, divided into two main alliances, Axis powers, Nazi Germany, Fascist Italy, Imperial Japan. Allied powers, United Kingdom, Soviet Union, United States of America, France, free after occupation. In addition to many other countries like China, Canada, Australia, India, and Brazil. The war was not limited to the major armies only, but saw the participation of thousands of volunteers and conscripts from colonies and smaller countries. Chapter 4. Casualties and human losses. World War II was the deadliest in human history. Total fatalities exceeded 70 million people, with around 40 million civilians, Soviet Union, most affected, with more than 26 million soldiers and civilians killed. Germany lost about 7 million people. Poland, nearly 6 million killed, half Jews due to Nazi exterminations. China lost approximately 15 million in the war with Japan. United States lost over 400,000 soldiers. Entire cities were burned, families broken, communities wiped out. The world witnessed horrific massacres, most notably the Holocaust, where around 6 million Jews were killed by the Nazis, alongside millions of Romani, disabled, gay individuals, and political opponents. The war also saw the first use of nuclear weapons in history.